happening, people? Hey guys, it is September the 10th. We're at Hyco Lake, and today we're going to do something a little different in this video. We had a request that was sent in about how to, once you spot structure on your side scan, how do you go back on down scan and actually see it? And I understand that question, but sometimes it is difficult. So I'm going to attempt to go over what I do to actually see it on down scan. Now, many times when I find structure, stump, whatever, brush pile, I will turn the boat around and go back to it, and once I get fairly close, within about 50 to 80 feet, I'll just stop the boat, walk up to the front, and I'll put my live scope down, and I'll just scan out about 60 or 70 feet till I actually spot that structure. And that's kind of my method. But anyway, I'm going to go over what I do, and hopefully that equates to you, and that will help you be able to find the structure as well. Let's go look at this down scan and see what we can see. Hey guys, I just want to take a few minutes and thank all the service men and women out there that are actively serving our country or that have served our country in the past. Serving our country in the military is a very selfless act, for as self, giving of self, and giving of time with family and friends. And that's why I have such an issue with anyone who disrespects our military or our flag, because there are thousands upon thousands of men and women that have served our country that acted selflessly, if you know what I mean. So thank a veteran today, thank our military, because we appreciate it. So real quick, I'm going to show you how I got my settings on my Garmin unit on my dash, just so you can understand as I flip through, because I'm going to do some things fairly quickly on my Garmin unit in order to see that structure. So on number one, I have side scan. I'm going to move it. Let's go ahead and scan out 150 feet here. I got it set on 150 here, 150. That is on button 1. This is my quick buttons. This is down scan, and I turned it on the emerald green. It's really bright today. It's a little easier to see that structure with green. It shows up. I think it's going to show up a little better, so you can still see we have a shadow on this green here. And so number 3, all right, this is a split screen, and this is the one we'll use to get closer to the brush. This shows me my location, and of course we can also see the brush on this 2D sonar. So we're going to click back, and of course this is number 4, and I don't have my line set, so you can't see where I've been. I wanted to do that so it would be easier for you to actually see the structure, or the mark where I put the structure. So let's click it back on side scan, and we're going to start looking. We may or may not find no good spots, so I'm going to run about 4 miles per hour, 4 or 5 miles per hour. And let's see, let's go back to, okay, so we see them in 20 feet of water. These dark areas, that's 20 feet down, and then you're looking across. And as a quick reference, you'll notice coming up here, here's a creek channel. See the edge of this creek channel? See how it's coming up here? Right there. That's a fairly deep drop off. I see you got a fish on it right there. We could mark that and come back to it. Okay, so here's a good mark here. This is probably some brush right there. So I'm going to touch that. Go down here, hit mark. Let's move our mark right here. Click mark. Boom, that's marked. So we've turned the boat around and we're headed back. So here we're gonna switch over. We're gonna switch over to our widescreen here so we can see our mark. It's out about 120 feet, and I'm gonna slow down. That's the edge of that creek channel right here. So let's switch to, I'm gonna switch to my split screen at this point. So it's set out at 120 feet. You can see here. So I'm on my split screen. There's 120 feet right here. So I know I'm within 120 feet, and I'm gonna slow down. Now I'm gonna zoom this in, and I'm gonna get it down to about 30 feet. Now I don't know how big it is, so if it gets within that 1 inch, I'm 30 feet from it. All right, I'm probably 20 feet from it. Now I'm gonna switch to number 3. I'm sorry. Now I'm gonna switch to number 2, and we should be going directly over it. That was probably it right there. That's probably shad. Okay, here again. We got it down to 50 feet. We're going to the 072 right there. We're gonna slow the boat down. Try to go right over top of it. We probably within 20 feet. So right now we're gonna switch over and see if we go over top of it. Look like we caught the edge of it. Here it comes right here. It's catching up. So there's our structure right there. Came over top of it. That's what we're looking at right there. Let's switch back. See, there's 072. The back of the boat's over top of it. Back, it should still be in the screen. Yeah, see, it's coming across here on the screen. See, it's not very big down there, that structure. The points I'd like to make about this is, you know, many times you're looking at a very, if it's a big brush pile, it's not hard to find when you go back over. And I understand that sometimes I see a lot of people put out like reed. They'll take a 5-gallon bucket and they'll put these tall reeds 10 or 12 feet long. So, you know, you're not talking about big as a trash barrel. You got wind, you got the boat moving. So if you're doing this, if you're switching back and forth screens, once you get out about 50 feet and you estimate you're around that 30 feet, go ahead and switch your screens. Because many times what happens, I get right over top of that mark and then I switch the screen. Well, the boat, the transducer is past that mark before the screen starts. I actually get to see what's in the screen. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you get on a mark that you have, don't just circle tightly. Go away from it 200 or 300 feet and turn around and come back by, and try to come by with the nose of the boat in the wind. It'll be a little easier for you to control it, because you're going to be throttling the motor, and the closer you get, just go ahead and slow down, and the closer you get to that mark, once you're marking your boat, going to whatever that mark you've put, as the boat gets real close, just slow it down instead of 4 miles per hour or 3, because you want to keep your heading going straight. If you miss it, you're much better off to go on past it, turn around and come back straighter. Because trust me, this morning I spent time looking for this, and I'd try to back the boat back and forth over top of it and find it. And you can't see where your boat is because you're looking on down scan, unless you have 2 screens. If you got 2 screens, great. That's why people have 2 screens. That's why I want 2 screens, is so I can see. I'm looking at a school of fish right here now, right up under me. Looks like a big school. Anyway, that's why I want 2 screens, so you can see where your boat is located and you can see your down scan all at the same time. And one good rule of thumb, keep you a marker in the boat accessible, because just riding around I found that steep bluff on the side of that creek channel that I'll probably go back and fish today while I'm here. Anyway, hey guys, I hope this video helped you locate. Switching back and forth screens is a little bit of trouble, but hey, you can find this on downscan, and I understand many times you want to see it on downscan because sometimes you find stuff just like a school of shad looks like a small brush pile. You turn around and go back and it's actually shad. I've did that a lot, and so you just have to look for that shadow line. Sometimes a tight school of shad will put a shadow line out. But anyway, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you've seen something you learned. As always, we appreciate all the support we've been getting for this channel. Hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Subscribe and support the channel. Click the like button. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss an episode of Wildlife Adventures. And as always, you remember, it's a wildlife, and I'll see you on the water.